Welcome to the Anime Talk segment. So I've been rewatching Death Note on Netflix, the anime, not the piece of crap movie that doesn't exist. And now I'm going to talk about it. I know that this anime has been around a good long while now, and lots of people have talked about it, so obviously spoilers for Death Note here. So my honest opinion is that I think Death Note is one of the most brilliant animes and mangas that's been created, and I don't mean that lightly at all. This whole complete battle of minds between L and Light, it's just very interesting that it's an experience to witness this. These tense moments in which Light thinks that he's gained an advantage over L, and then it gets all unraveled by L in the next episode or whatever, it's very compelling. I must say, my favorite arc of the anime is where L forgets that he was Kira and the one killing people and then he's helping L and the rest investigate the second Kira, that business guy. And then when L gets his memories back and reveals he gets his memories and his Death Note back, and that it was all a part of his plan to do that. And then I love how dramatic they make L and Watari, but it makes you feel the importance of their deaths, because then they follow up with an episode that recaps everything and then shows how the rest of their investigation team had been handling the death of L and Watari. One thing with this anime is it handles all the information heavy and all the action stuff very well. Like, the animation doesn't get worse. It stays exactly the same quality. There's not that many action scenes either. And you might think it would make the anime boring, but they do an amazing job at making this battle of wits very compelling. Like, they could not have made something like writing look freaking badass and hardcore and just epic. Now, there are some people that think the anime gets worse after episode 27, where the person who replaces L is introduced. I wouldn't say it gets worse at this point or less interesting. Maybe it slows down a little, and you can watch and judge for yourself. Sadly, Death Note is supposed to get removed from Netflix. It actually was supposed to happen on November 1st, which is sad because it's a wonderful and brilliant anime. I, for one, would rather they take down their crappy movie version that doesn't exist, which is also getting a sequel that won't exist either. I also find that after watching this series 2 times now, that it still has the same emotional impact on me as the first time I watched it, especially the ending. The way that Nier beats Light at his mind game, and Light pretty much reveals that he's been Kira the whole time. But what always gets me is the way that Light acts in the last episode when Nier is explaining how he beat him. You can't deny that Light has gone fully insane at this point, and I just love it. When he tries to use his scrap of Death Note in his watch and then he gets shot. The ending where he's just lying there about to die and you feel bad for Light. Then you look at the decisions he's made to get to this point, how he's pushed everyone away so he can be the god of the new world and all that. It's crazy too that all this supposedly happens over the course of 6 years, and you see how many people Light pushes away or has false relationships with, and it's all a means to an end. And when he's dying there, no one's there to comfort him because of this. He dies alone, and yet he doesn't have a single amount of regret at all. None of those people mattered to him as long as they stayed out of the way or did what he asked. In the end, he failed at what he was trying to do, but like I said, he didn't regret it. This is why I think Death Note is the most brilliant anime or manga ever. And that is going to end the Anime Talk segment.